Me neither.
right? Paying attention is for other people.
Yeah, that aren't me. I have
Uh,
ADD. I can't do that. That's
I
not a thing
I
I
got
do.
something. I have something. I don't know what it is. I just think I'm me, and there are consequences.
That's allowed.
Yeah, it is. I'm I'm permitted to have consequences to existing. All right. We'll put that in general so folks have it. And we are going to, I think about this segment here where just it's gonna go from that shot of Cetus.
I love this color. It looks like a sticky note.
Yeah. Yeah, I've blocked out. So this is part of the original melody that DBNet has made for Resolve in the middle of the Suburban Jungle part. Originally, we were just going to use Suburban Jungle, and then DBNet was like, no, I can do better. And he did. And it was very cool. So now I've got this whole yellow segment that still needs just like regular panning art. It'll be fine. Um, and then when it goes to the blue, that's all the fully animated Cetus fight, which is still in progress. Animation's hard. Smoke killed me. I couldn't do it. No, we'll get there.
That's fine.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be done when it's done at this point. It's 2020. I forgive myself. No one else is even asking me to finish it any faster. No one's even sending me messages like, when's the next update? Because no one gives a shit about Homestuck because it's 20 right now, so it's fine.
Yeah, and the people who do, they're weird. So
They're so weird.
All my friends currently.
Well, I I hope my tone is clear when I say they absolutely fucking deserve it. So there needs to no everyone needs to go through that stage in their life where they're like, oh, Homestuck's great, and they go, oh, Homestuck's awful. What the fuck is happening? Why is it still this bad? It's been 10 years. What, we know what's wrong. Why can't we fix it? And that's why Homestuck is America. It's just it's America. It's America.
What's a novel to
It's
me, like
deeply American.
every day I wake up and I go, I can't believe it's only been a year since I've read and finished Homestuck.
Yeah.
And it, like at the beginning of 2020, I was like, yeah, Homestuck's a good, great thing. And then all of a sudden, somewhere along the lines, I just became evil and started to hate Homestuck.
You didn't become evil. Homestuck was always like evil a little bit. That sounds extreme, but it's funny when I say it that way, so I'm gonna say it that way. You just, you figured it out. Like, you get disillusioned with a thing, and then you realize, oh god. But, like, that's the thing about it. It's bad in an extremely interesting and relevant and important way. Which is a weird way to not compliment something. But, it's true. I believe the ways that Homestuck is bad are a microcosmic reflection of very large things going on this planet that are also bad. So I think it's very interesting and maybe even important to still kind of think about it sometimes. You can't always only think about things that make you happy, that's true.
However,
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 that's
we,
all I do all the time.
well, we're like, it's Aries problems.
Yeah.
Like, whenever something's like fixed and it's done, I'm done. I've moved on.
Yeah,
Like, cause
no,
I finished that. That's
yeah.
over. We have to fix something else now. And that's the
Yeah.
idea. Fixing it. That's the problem. Homestuck can be fixed. We don't have to suffer always. It could be done at some point. We could, you know, resolve some of the issues here. But we're just like choosing not to for no good reason. No one's coming out better for any of the things that are going on. Everything keeps getting bad. Is it because I'm using my psychic energies to put a curse on Homestuck? Maybe. Am I gonna take accountability for that? No.
No, you shouldn't have to.
I shouldn't
You're
have
allowed
to.
curse.
I'm allowed to put psychic curses on webcomics. And drink my tea and eat my donut holes. And
Oh yeah.
hell yeah, and do some art. So
Little
think.
tiny Jane.
Little tiny Jane just sitting there. It's so cute. Let's actually play that bit. This
So
one
here,
took forever.
crumbling, I'm eating Mexican candy, so
Oh, good job. No, that's Breakfast of Champions.
yeah. Well, I had breakfast. I got up at like an ungodly time for me this
Yeah.
morning, or I woke up and then I laid in bed for like an hour, and
Yeah,
then I
no,
got up.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. There was this like really golden stretch of months where I was like up at 7:30 every day. I had a couple hours to like get shit together, get ready for the day, and then I would like be all productive, and then it was like, would you like to go get tear gas a couple times and then there'd be a plague? I'm like,
Oh,
well, that sounds um let's try it. I don't want to say no. I just don't want to like, you gotta lean into new experiences, right?
yeah.
And so I did. And, it turns out maybe it's not the best thing
Yeah.
to have that happen.
For me, I just was like, oh, there's a plague. I'm gonna stop having responsibilities. That means my sleep schedule can just go to hell.
Yeah, get out of here.
Absolutely go to hell.
Go to hell.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have some sand dunes.
Oh, and then Animal Crossing came out.
Oh,
So
that's right.
yeah. And my other hyperfixation besides clowns,
Besides clowns, it's just making a city look nice.
making a city look nice and tiny little animal people walking
I
around.
love that. That's why Warframe's fun. I made that aquarium. I spent just a week making the fucking aquarium.
Warframe is fun and good, and I don't
Warframe
always
is
know what's going on, but I like it.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. It's like, what is this? Why am I a robot? What's going on? Who are the great what? Okay. And then
Why am I here?
what?
What is the mission? I'm slicing people in half, and I did it. Okay, we're good. That was fun. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. Yeah, it's nice. I like the world building. I like its tone. Its tone is very weird and like poetic and bizarre and like obtuse. And you're like, what are you talking about? And the game's like,
I don't know.
oh,
Yeah.
that's your problem. I'm supposed to know.
Sometimes I also just stand around and stare at the textures and go, "Oh my god."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, if you ever do play any Destiny, the environment art there is fucking phenomenal. Like, I will just get distracted by, like, little water floaty plants. Why am I drawing that? Okay.
Um,
For minutes on end.
I've never played Destiny, but my uncle plays it, and we used to play video games together like all the time.
Aww.
And he was like, "Oh, like when you move up here, like we should hang out and we could play video games, or we should play Destiny." Because one of the games we used to play all the time was Diablo, and he was like, "It's not anything like Diablo, but
Yeah, but
we should play it."
it's still like shooter gun.
Yeah.
Warframe is I love playing both of them because they both offer something kind of cool about the sci-fi like shooter experience. Warframe is so weird and experimental, and they're just throwing like systems on top of it, and the game is like crumbling under the weight of all these weird systems that are so bizarre. There's so much like unintended, weird, like accidental synergy. Everything is super overpowered. Um, it's just the strangest goddamn thing. There's fishing, there's mining, there's IKEA frame, there's the pet system,
There's
there's
pets.
pets. Yeah, you can get dogs and cats, and you have to like do all this, and they fight with you, and you have to do all this stuff. Yeah, I have a worm dog, that I love. I have a worm dog, and I named him Ito after Junji Ito. Let me. Do I have a
Worm
picture
dog.
of my
That's like
worm
the
dog?
best combination of things.
It is so good. Where's my worm dog? Here he is. He's big. He's big for a puppy because if their ears touch this little thing, they're almost as big as they can possibly get. So he's a
It's
very
like putting it on stream
big.
real second.
Sorry, yeah. Gotta be patient.
Why is my phone ringing? Who is messaging me? Oh, it's just my house cameras. My mom
I
has to get
also.
house cameras, and they
Oh.
they like send me notifications whenever somebody walks by them, and I'm like,
Mm.
"What's going on?" And I'm like, "Oh,
Oh. It's just
people
normal.
exist."
Just people. Ugh. Hate it when people exist.
Worm dog.
Worm Dog, and he's yellow, and he's just the best boy in the world.
I love him.
I love
I
him.
want to just name him.
Yeah, do it. Name him. I already
love
did
his
though.
like tiny little feet.
I
They
know
kind
there's
of look
that
like
one little
chicken
foot.
feet.
Yeah, he's got little chickeny
So good.
feet. He's just the perfect dog. He's made of so many worms, and he has so many
worms.
eyes and mouths, and
I'm loving him.
I love him. He's the best. So
He's the greatest.
yeah, so Warframe is just got all this shit going on. There's so many different things you can do at any given moment. But in Destiny, you can shoot guns, or you can shoot guns, or if you're like, if you've done a lot of that and you're like, oh, okay, it's time for something else, you can shoot guns also. So, but the thing is, it's really solid gameplay. Like, the gunplay is really, really solid. Everything feels like every gun feels unique to shoot and handle. Like, it's just really well put together. And when they do like those expansion narrative experiences, just the production value is mwah, and the story is more. It's so different than Warframes. Like, Warframes has this, like, this kind of dark, poetic, abstract tone, where Destiny is more like, we're the gamers. Let's kill the triangle bad, circle good. But then, like, if you get into the lore books, like, there's really cool stuff in there. So they have different tones. They have different sensibilities. Destiny, I think, is less like experimental and less bizarre than Warframe, but it's a more curated and polished experience, and I've been really enjoying it lately. And they're both
That's
good.
good and cool.
It is. It is.
It's so good to have things that people enjoy. I love hearing people talk about stuff that they like, even if I
Yeah.
don't even know what it is. That's the only reason why I started reading Homestuck, was because my significant other at the time just wouldn't shut up about it, and I was like, you're speaking a different language. I don't know what a car cat is.
I must know, what is a card cat?
Yeah.
Please. What is it?
What is it? What is?
I don't want to draw Resolve. I just want to draw like the trolls as guardians now.
Ooh, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Look at this little Terezi though.
Yeah, look at this little Terezi. I think I'm gonna. She's just sit.
She just sits.
Sit.
She say, "I sit."
I sit. I think we're just gonna do like a zoom out for like the next, and then there's just dudes. It's kind of the show. She's.
Oh, Gunner Channel asked, would you date a girl with a six-pack, but she also thought webcomics were dumb? Yeah.
Yeah, because that means her brain is huge, and she's
Yeah.
right. So if she's ripped and she's like, webcomics are stupid, I'm like, oh my god, marry me.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
right about everything.
Also, they asked, but does Warframe have ships? And, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it has ships. Actually has a whole other game mode they added where you're like a crew working a spaceship. It has like guns and stuff fighting other spaceships, and it's broken as hell, and it's very awkward to play. It's not like great, but it is fun. Like, it's a little fun.
I enjoy the loading screens in Warframe.
With the ship wiggles.
Yeah,
That's my
you
friend
can wiggle the
Cricket
ship
in the
everywhere.
chat. Cricket is right. That is the best thing Warframe has that Destiny doesn't. It is the wiggling ships. If Destiny
Yeah.
added wiggling ships in the loading screen, bam, done. Done. Game of the year. Every year.
Does
every year.
Destiny have ships?
Yeah, you can get special ships for your thing that takes you between planets and missions and stuff, and it can be very pretty.
You know what?
I hate space. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I mean, space is a thing that you can hate. Oh, my garage
You were gonna
door's
say
opening.
something.
Oh, now my dog's barking.
Oh.
There's so many noises in my home.
Oh no.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I watched Treasure Planet the other day with my friend, and I want more things like Treasure Planet.
I love
so
that
badly.
I love the aesthetic. The character designs are so good. You
It
know
is
what?
so
That movie's great. I don't care what people say. That
It's a
movie's
really
great.
good
It's
movie. I know
really
some
good.
people are like not crazy about the robot or whatever because he's like
I always forget about the
3D.
robot. The problem with the
Kind of
robot
forgettable.
is I know. That's the problem. I always forget about the robot until he's on the screen and then
Yeah,
I'm
and
in
then you're like, oh
hell. I
god.
forget he's there in the movie and then he's there and it's horrible. It's just horrible. It's awful. It's okay that he's 3D because like he's like a rigid body. And I think it doesn't look like garbage.
No,
It's not that bad. Like the bow was
no.
3D too. That's fine. Like it's
Yeah.
not that bad. What the problem is the character. The problem is just the character. How
You
the
know,
character is, what the character does.
he is. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Robots, but like Robin Williams has a character in
Oh,
there, and they're like literally the same exact
oh,
character.
it's just an
Uh,
XP.
yeah, it's like it's really weird because we had watched Robots because we've just been watching shitty movies.
Oh, valid, yeah.
Except Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet was like we were like we need a we need a palate cleanser,
Yeah.
so we watched Treasure Planet. But oh my god, they were the same exact character except he was just more annoying, I guess, because
Yeah.
Robin Williams is allowed to be annoying
Yeah, that's
because he's funny.
he's funny. That's his job.
Yeah,
That's it's like me. I can be annoying. It's because half of my jokes land, so
yeah,
I'm allowed. Um,
yeah.
yeah, but and it's just not. Cricket wants me to talk about how much I hate space. So I play a lot of sci-fi games that are set in space. I hate space. It scares me. I'm afraid
Mhm.
of it. It's so big. If I look at it and I'm in it and I can't see like any ground or objects, I hate it. I start getting upset. So,
Mhm.
and there's so many missions and like dungeons. We've been doing a raid recently where the mechanic is someone gets launched into space.
Oh, lovely.
And I'm just every time I'm doing it, I hate it so much. It's so big. I don't like it up there. But I do it. I do it for the team. Ugh,
Hating space is understandable.
it's
That's
too
kind of
big.
like the same fear of like people who are scared of oceans. And
Yeah.
I never thought I was scared of oceans until I went on a cruise, and then I was like, "This is terrible.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
it's
like
bad.
this."
It's bad out there. It's like
Where's land?
where's
Like,
land?
what do I do
What
if
do
we
I do?
drown?
You drown. That's you finish the sentence.
I'm
It's
not a
over.
strong swimmer, and I can't even float. Like
Uh,
I can swim, but I can't float.
oh, yeah. I'm
My friend just sent me a video of two people dancing and said, "This reminds me of you and Gamzee," and I don't know
what?
what this means.
What? Um
They
I
don't know what Homestuck is. They just only see my drawings of Gamzee.
oh.
And so they'll always send me like the weirdest out of context things. It's like this is you and Gamzee, and it's just like two people vibing.
Oh. I don't know. I
Yeah.
I don't have like I guess people tend to have certain when they like fictional characters or they like stories, they tend to do it in like a certain way that works for them. Like a lot of people are horny. That's I no thank you. Um a lot of people are just like I want this character to be my friend. Um
Yeah.
so I guess maybe they're coming at it from that direction where I'm just like no, I have opinions about this as a work, like as a piece of
I have
fiction.
opinions about Gamzee, but I would also be their friend.
Yeah.
And I would like to. I mean, the reason why they send me these things is because I always talk about how um, I want to turn Gamzee into Nat Turner and just destroy the entire planet.
Nat Turner. What? I need
Nat
information.
Turner is the guy. Is the
I'm sorry I phrased it that way. What? I'm just
um,
like, cool. I need
the guy
information.
that he led the slave rebellion and
Oh, yes,
killed a bunch of slave
yes.
owners.
Do it. Yes.
But yeah,
Get
anyway,
ready, Andrew. Get ready, Andrew.
we're coming.
Yeah, we're coming.
Anyway, but yeah, I just always talk about that, and so they are always like, "Here, this is you and Gamzee," and it'll be like, "Have you seen that video of the guy and he's like laying on his entire like driver's seat? Like he has the like seat pushed all the way back and he's just laying flat on it."
And is he like on his stomach still driving?
Yeah, he's
like
on his stomach. No, he's not driving. They're just like laying there, and I don't know. I love my friends. Okay, even if they don't know what Homestuck is, it's fine. I love them.
Yeah, that's healthier friends. It's good to have those. Like they're not, you don't want everyone to have the same disease.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, they do know what Homestuck is now because we forced them to
Oh
read it.
no.
Actually,
Why
a
did you
little
do
bit.
that?
I don't know.
What's
This was
you're terrible
back before
people.
I knew that it was a bad
You're
thing to
terrible
read
people.
Homestuck.
Don't. Oh
It
god.
was because all of us read Homestuck except for them, and they would be like, "I like Solix," and they don't know who Solix is, but they just like them.
Oh.
So we were like, "Oh, Angel, you should read Homestuck. Let's play odds out, and then if we win, you read Homestuck with us."
Why would you do that to that poor person?
If I could
Why would
go
you
back
do
in
this?
time and stop myself, I would.
Yeah, yeah.
I would save them.
I
But
get,
we haven't read it in a while, so hopefully we just never go back.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully. I did get that ask once. It's like, would you go back in time and stop yourself from reading Homestuck? No, because
No.
someone has to be here to be angry and upset about it. You know, that's just running away from the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, also, like, Homestuck brought me a lot of really good things. It's had me, like, make a lot of really cool friends. I passed my driver's test with a Fago in my car, so, I say that Gamzee is the reason why I passed my driver's test.
Aww.
You
Yeah,
know,
being stubborn about the clown helped me, like, continue to be stubborn about other things. Like,
yeah. I mean, liking the clown has taught me actually a lot of life lessons, and I don't give any
exactly.
credit to Andrew Husson for that. Like,
Yeah, he's gonna try is the thing. He's gonna be like,
he's
adult,
gonna
let's
say, "Well,
not.
I did that."
I did that, and like uh, you did what you did. No,
What you
no,
did is give
no.
me mental trauma.
Yeah,
I took this
I
character
fixed it.
and yeah.
I fixed it, but you just like I had to do a lot of work to like deal with your weird mind gamey horse shit. And I do mean horse. Um and it's like it just sucked. Like if yeah, I did all that work and yeah, I'm glad I did. And yeah, I learned some things, but I could have learned those things if Homestuck had just been good. Like
Yeah.
if Homestuck had just like been good and not like it's still kind of been in denial about some of the things that its center has been doing, because you had to go through that whole period where you just felt crazy, like you were the
Oh,
problem, but you're
yeah.
not. Like this is not. And I, at the very least, the epilogues in Homestuck 2 prove that. Like no, this is, this is
That's
not.
one of like that's why I was like earlier I was like I became evil because like I don't know, I just thought I was like a for a while just I was like maybe I'm like a bad person if I just like really like this clown and for some reason
No.
am so incredibly attached to him. And then I was like, no. But I can be evil for fun.
As a treat. I think you've discerned it. What do you mean?
I
Don't.
can cause problems on purpose.
Yeah. Starfire just like intermittently break into screaming when Flash has done something weird.
You're fine, you're allowed.
Yeah, I am.
do that while using Photoshop and my tiny dying tablet.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
she just decides to stop. Or, just like the pen pressure disappears and I don't know what to do.
Oh, I haven't drawn enough things. I have to draw another thing. And then I have
That's
to.
how it feels.
Yeah.
It's really relatable.
Let's get over. It's gonna be okay. Let's put a windmill in here.
I'm gonna put a pin in my sun hat clown and do a different clown.
Oh, I thought that you meant you were gonna like put a pin like in the hat, like a cute pin, and I was excited. Because I have like one brain cell, and it's like, what if Gamzee could have nice things?
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
I have two brain cells, and one of them is what if Gamzee could have nice things, and then what if we were evil together.
Yeah, what if Gamzee could have nice things, and what if I was pushing a button that was labeled like delete planet?
Yeah.
Two modes. Two modes.
Yeah.
We can't help being an Aries. Can't help being a rage player.
Can't help it. Can't
Can't
help
help
just
it.
having those destructive feelings sometimes.
You
Where
know,
you're just
yeah,
like, maybe I should destroy.
some things need to be destroyed. Some things are bad. Like, some things are just, in an uncomplicated way, not good. And they shouldn't be suffered or entertained. Like, it's not reasonable to do that. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And people will hem and haw and make excuses and wring their hands, and then they'll end up, like, suffering and upset. And it's like, well, I told you so. It's like, I warned you, buddy, about problems and issues. Alright, let's see if this works.
Oh, a possum. Good. Sorry. I got on Twitter for a second and then, you know.
Yeah, first mistake. Don't replace library items. I'm not doing anything. Why are you like this? Maybe I should. Why are you like that? Do this to the drums. Okay, there we go.
Okay, Twitter's bad now. Now I saw the possum and that was the only good
That's
thing I
it.
could see on the internet today.
Yeah, no, it's true. If you do play Destiny, and I think on like slower PCs it's still functional. Cricket can tell me if I just made that up and that's not true. but it's an older game technically, and that they're optimizing shit. So
Let me see. Cause all I have is my little baby laptop.
oh, the little
My
baby.
little baby Apple laptop. I know. Don't,
Oh.
don't come after me. I have the cursed item. Um, my family. Oh my god! I tried to buy a PC and they were like, no, and I was like, what do you mean no?
What are
It's
they-
my money. And
Yeah.
they were like, don't do it. And then I was
What?
like,
What was the problem? I'm sorry, but they're
weird.
wrong.
They're weird.
Cricket is like, I have no idea. I don't have a slow PC. Yeah, I've seen your computer. I know. It's got all the fancy RGBs, you gamer.
Look, I'm just a little measly college student.
Yeah.
All I do is pay for gas and
Oh.
drive my car when I'm not having PTSD.
Oh, I'm sorry. Someday you will have the gamer PC with all the
Someday.
RGBs and all the
Yes.
lights and the gamer mouse, and you can be gamers with it. You can join the clan.
I literally that's been my lifelong dream.
To be a gamer. Same.
To be a gamer with my gamer PC. I like my Mac for like school stuff. It's great for graphic design because the colors are so incredibly vibrant.
Ooh, that is good.
But that's all. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all it's good for.
But yeah, I downloaded I installed Windows onto an external hard drive, which I could plug in and then like use and have Windows on it so that I can game with my friends. And it works pretty good. It works a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I was like, oh, it's gonna be so sad and slow.
Yeah, but you're learning cool skills like how to get like the different operating systems, and you probably are going to end up knowing more about just how operating systems and the machines kind of work and what the very foundations of these.
I made a virtual machine all on my own.
You did it.
Like, what the heck?
You did it. Yeah, like
I did it.
these things are not impossible. They're kind of cool and fun to learn about. Learning new things is fun.
It is. It's fun and a good time.
It's a good. I'm trying to draw a circle.
But yeah, I can play Warframe on my laptop, but it occasionally lags, and then you know, and then you're like, well, I want to wiggle my let me wiggle my spaceship on the boat.
I want to wiggle the boat.
So then I just was like, heck it, I'll play on my Switch. It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I swear right now I'm so susceptible to, I guess, peer pressure. That's not really the word, but anytime somebody tells me to do something right now, I'm so incredibly bored that I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Uh,
Like, oh, want to do
yeah.
meth? I'm like, okay.
No,
I'm just
no,
kidding.
no, don't do it.
Just joking. I'm just
Ah,
joking.
ah. Okay,
I
I'm
said
gonna
peer
draw.
pressure, and then thought about drugs.
Yeah, drugs.
Because that's what high school tells you, that
Yeah,
people peer pressure you into, and
yeah.
not other
It's
things
gonna.
like
Oh,
that.
you're gonna get peer pressure to do so many drugs. It's like not really.
Not really. I'm
Maybe a
gonna get
little
peer
bit of
pressure to leave
weed,
home
but
stuff.
weed's great. So just no, don't do weed, kids. Like, please, like, okay, become like a responsible adult and know your limits and know what your habits are and whether or not you're the kind of person who can use substances recreationally. That's my advice. Like, learn,
That's some good
yeah,
advice.
learn that about yourself first before you just go jumping into things.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, like it's not, being alive is easy. It's just easy. You just gotta.
Mm,
I know, I know it's not, but you do have to, like, before you get involved in things, kind of know things about who you are, so you can take care of yourself. And it
yeah.
takes so long to figure that out. Like, you
Or
don't
you could just
really know.
live irresponsibly.
Or you just just do whatever. You could just do whatever. Oh, these bubbles don't look how I wanted.
But don't listen to me. Listen to Momo. If you're young and impressionable out there, just know that I'm insane and
Oh.
Momo is correct.
I'm insane too, but I'm also right. I've never been wrong in my life.
Yeah,
I've never been
exactly.
wrong.
I'm just crazy.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Yeah. No, I think you're also correct. It's just, you kind of got
I have
this
this
nice
stupid
casual
21-year-old
attitude.
brain.
Yeah, you got the 21-year-old brain attitude.
The nice casual attitude. Thank you. I I'm a very go with the flow kind of person, and uh, I think that's a good thing about
Yeah, that
myself
can be
on the
useful.
occasion,
That can be useful.
because I think that I'm not annoying.
You
That's really
just what? No, it's fine. That's like true. You can just kind of like I'm down for whatever. It's good. It makes it easy to cooperate with other people, which is, I think, one of the
mean.
most
Yeah.
important skills you can have.
It just frustrates me when people are not into going with the flow and try to make me not do that. And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna cruise down this river, like,
I- it's
uh,
like you
gonna
can,
vibe.
yeah, you end up learning about more things. You have more experiences, and you meet, like, you learn more things about the people you're around, and they become more amicable to you, and you
Yeah.
you make connections, and it's like it's fine. But you do have to, like, have that sensibility of, oh, so when you know a situation is fucked.
Oh
But the
yeah, yeah,
thing is, because you're in more situations, you recognize that faster too. So you're
yeah. Yeah.
ahead of the curve.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm always getting the heck out of situations that everybody else is like, Cole, where are you going? And I'm
I'm
like,
like,
I'm just
what?
leaving. I gotta go.
Ah,
There's
no
bad
reason. Just
vibes.
no
I can
reason.
feel them. I gotta go.
I gotta
Come
go.
on. And they're like, you're crazy. There's no bad vibes here. And I'm like, all right. Well, I'll see you later.
And then later on, they're like, Cole, you're right. You're right. I should have
Yeah.
listened.
This happens to me all the time. I'm always like, guys, I gotta go. These vibes are not cool. And then they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I want to watch the people fight. And I'm like,
Like, no, don't do it. Like, you want to go to like get into wrestling.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it's
Come to my jujitsu class and
come to,
watch me die. Like,
I've invited you to come watch me die. Me when I complete my character arc and become like a Twitch streamer or something. I don't want
Momo
this to
Twitch
happen.
streaming.
I don't want that to happen. I don't want to become a full-time gamer. I want to be productive for society, and, like, they're not. Like, I love them, but they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this incredible fear of making people angry at me.
Oh
So I
yeah,
feel like I
yeah.
could never be like a Twitch streamer or a public face because I'm like, no, someone will
Um,
get
I'm starting to, like, the thing when you get over like 25 or 27, which I did recently. You kind of like,
congratulations.
yeah, there's a part of your brain that atrophies, I think.
Yeah, you
Uh,
fully develop at
you
25.
fully
That's
develop,
why you can't
yes.
rent a car
You
until
can,
you're 25
yeah,
in California.
yeah, you have the brain cell that allows you to rent a car. Physically, you just can't do it. You can try,
Yeah.
yeah, but it won't work. Um, who's Gunner Channel. Who's Taylor? Who are you talking to, Gunner?
Who is Taylor?
Who's Taylor?
Can
What do
I
you
be Taylor?
What do you know, Gunner Channel? What are you not telling me?
Is Taylor here with us and we just don't know?
Are you are you talking to the spirit realm? I'm sorry, I'm being very rude. Hello, Gunner. Who's Taylor?
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. If I had
You're
a
welcome.
bong hit, I do edibles, buddy. Not often,
Same.
but yeah. Like,
I do them often.
yeah. I don't have the paraphernalia. But
Oh.
it's because,
I live in
like,
California.
it's not
Well,
a
actually,
hobby.
you live in Washington.
I live in
so
Washington. I don't have an excuse.
You've had the paraphernalia before I had.
Yeah.
When I went back to Washington after the cannabis became legal,
Uh-huh.
my God. There were so many
Enough
billboards.
said.
I was like,
Oh,
what
no.
happened? It's been like a month and you
Yeah.
guys are just already.
Yeah, oh, we
going
were ready.
all
We
out.
were ready. I said Taylor?
Who said Taylor?
I said Taylor?
I'm Cole.
I'm Momo. And I'm sorry, there's no Taylor. I'm sorry.
Taylor's a cool name, though.
Taylor is a cool name.
Taylor or Tyler.
Or Tyler.
Another T name.
Another T name.
Tyrone.
Yeah.
I'm too sleepy right now. I'm
I'm-
talking as if I were high, but I'm not.
I'm also tired because So I'm trying to get a lot of content in Destiny 2 is being sunsetted in early November. So
Sunset it isn't like it's gonna go away.
it's gonna go away. It may come back. There may be other ways to get it or do it. I don't like this bubble. I hate this
It
bubble.
looks like a little happy face.
It does. It looks. There's his eyes. There's his big old mouth.
Yeah.
I don't like it. So I'm
You
gonna
can
see what I
change
can.
them if you
I
want.
can change it.
Bubbles are hard.
They are.
They seem simple.
They seem easy.
But they're actually hard.
Yeah, I thought this was
Anything
gonna
that
be.
looks simple to draw is actually really hard to draw.
Yeah. Maybe we just need another little.
Gunner
ring
Channel,
right
we're all in the Twilight Zone.
there.
We're phasing
We're
through
all
the
in the
Twilight
We're all
Zone
in the zone.
currently in 2020. So,
Yeah. Don't worry.
okay.
It's not you.
Don't worry
It's
about it.
2020. It's this year.
Yeah.
You've done nothing wrong.
Um.
It looks even more like a face. I love that. Maybe.
I said I was gonna draw another clown, and I'm just here spacing out. But
Maybe I should just draw clowns. I miss meat
draw
clown.
them for me.
Maybe I'll just
I
be like.
Also miss meat
I
clown.
miss
but
meat
I don't
clown.
want to say that to you because I don't want to make you feel bad. But,
I know. I do. I just feel bad about it.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel
Okay.
bad.
Okay. I won't. It's gonna get done though. It's gonna be very good.
Yeah, and like I was gonna say I'm busy. That's a lie. I have other things to do. I can just sit and dream about Gamzee becoming Nat Turner, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Because that's what I do all the time anyway.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
I'm glad you approve.
Absolutely. Someone stop this fucking asshole Andrew, who's like,
Somebody?
I'm gonna be really thoughtless about all the imagery in my webcomic, and then I'm gonna get mad at people who make reasonable conclusions because I can't relate to anything that I don't immediately understand because I'm still the same fucking internet man dude Gen X asshole that I've always been. So
That's just kind of like white dude syndrome.
it is.
You can cancel
He's
me
not
for saying
special.
that.
No, I'm not gonna cancel you. I'm gonna make you president of the United States. I'm gonna
Us
give
president
you
of the United
a
States.
medical
Ooh,
degree.
the world
You
would
can
be
now be a
something.
doctor.
Oh shit.
Yeah. You're
Hell yeah.
allowed to do
Imagine-
at least you're allowed to do 2 surgeries, not more than that, because I mean we don't want to
We
don't want to
I
do
don't have
too much murder. Exactly, they will die. So
Oh, but I could pick.
yes, you can pick. Exactly.
Oh, I know exactly who I pick. I'm not gonna
Oh
say
no!
them.
Oh no! Are
not
we?
gonna say them
Yeah,
out
we're
loud.
being. It's just see, no one else came on to the call today, so we are just being how we are. But you're right.
Yeah.
You're right, and you should say it. And
Thank
I don't
you.
know. Yeah, like there's this that weird cycle of stuff going on Homestuck where people like are they're trusting his judgment, which I think is one of the worst mistakes you can do.
Right. I mean,
Um,
coming from somebody who used to trust white men,
oh,
it's really easy, depending on your environment, it's really easy to just say, well, I don't want to believe that this person is bad because if I believe that this person is bad, it's going to hurt me
right.
personally.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they just don't know what they're doing. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if they
It's
don't know.
yeah. It doesn't matter. Like
So,
if they won't fix their shit,
yeah. And they're still
they're
hurting
still
people,
hurting
and
people, and
that's what matters.
that's what matters for so. Why are people in denial about like that still happening? What is going on?
Because they don't want to, they don't want to, I don't know how to say this. They don't want to, like, feel the feelings that I felt.
Yeah, but like you don't
You
have
know?
that option. Do you just want to be in denial your whole life, guys? Like, is that how you want to go
Yeah.
through life?
I mean, certain people have that option,
Right, that's true.
but
Because it doesn't
I
affect them as much.
am a black person and I
Yeah.
don't have this option. I
Yeah.
had to wake up eventually.
Mhm.
I had to say, you know what? The content creators that I like, uh, I
They
should
they don't
I
know
should
shit.
realize what they're doing is not cool.
Yeah.
And maybe you can still like them to a certain extent, but you really have to be conscious of their content and
Right.
what they're doing
Kind of.
and acknowledge
Yeah.
that it's not cool.
Yeah. Liking them the same way I technically still like this planet, and I technically still like people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
Like yes, my grandpa voted for Trump. Am I gonna be mean to him because of that?
Oh
He's my
yes.
grandpa. I can't do that. Well, he's also dead, but you know what?
Oh.
That's fine.
You break out the Ouija board. Hey, Grandpa.
Yeah,
What the
exactly.
fuck was
Hey,
that
grandpa.
about?
For real. When he told me he was voting for Trump, I just looked at
Mhm.
him and I was like, in my head, I was like, look at me. Like, look
Mhm.
at me
Mhm.
and realize who I am.
Yeah. Oh.
Um, why? Just don't vote.
Why?
I'd rather you just not vote. But he's not gonna do that because, you know,
Yeah, I had an uncle
old
that was
people really
like,
like to vote.
yeah, I had an uncle, and I don't. He didn't say he was gonna vote for Trump. He's like, but I can't vote for Hillary because she's a criminal. And I just looked at him like, uh huh.
Uh huh.
And there's a part two to that sentence. I hope you're. Are you getting there?
Yeah,
Are you there yet?
exactly.
Are you there yet? Do you need me to push you? So that's just the problem.
That's how I feel all the time. People just say such stupid things. And I'm
Right. They'll say a sentence and you like there's a sequel to that idea you just had.
like, yeah, exactly.
There's a part 2. You need to do it.
Yeah. You need to say it, and then you go, oh, I realize how bad that sounds.
Yeah.
Just like when I said at one point in my life, yeah, Andrew Hussey is a man that I trust. And then I was
Oh.
like,
Mm-mm.
you know what? That's actually bad.
That's actually
I
bad. We
shouldn't say
can't
those
do it.
words.
We can't do that. I don't like this bubble. I don't like it.
I'm trying to think of advice to give you. Look at a bubble.
Okay, let's do
Google
that.
bubble.
Let's Google
And look at
bubble.
bubbles.
Bubble.
That's what I do when I don't know how to draw. I just look at it. Unless it's closed, because, oh.
The problem is that like bubbles, they. I'm looking at them. I'm looking at them, and I can't describe like a bubble situation.
They're just like things.
They are just like things. Oh my god, that's so true.
Let me see. I'll look at bubbles too. Yeah,
Okay.
this is a bad idea.
I can't describe why it's not working, but I'm glad you understand when you look at that and you see like why that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody put like little. Oh, you know what? It helps if you look at other people's drawings of bubbles. Now I'm understanding things a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Yeah.
Which is rude because, you know, people don't really like it when you reference their pictures. But I'm
Well-
referencing a group of bubble pictures.
Right. No, they. I gotta do it. So whatever. Are you making a 10-minute flash animation for? You're not. So
No.
don't judge me.
So let me
Bubble
look at your
man.
bubble.
Let me look at your
Yeah.
bubbles. this would be incomprehensible to any other person. Ugh.
It's fine.
Ugh. Okay, one more hour of trying to
It's
make
just
assets.
us
Yeah.
and Channel and Taylor.
And Taylor. The spirit of Taylor. Swift? I hope not.
Ah.
No, get out of here. Oof.
Why did I get back on Twitter? Get me off this.
Why are you
No.
doing that? Why?
I don't know.
There's nothing there. I'm not posting clowns. You don't have to worry about Twitter.
Exactly.
Oh, I should be.
Post notifications on for you.
I should be. I should just, when I'm done with, I'm gonna play more Crucible today. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go get stomped.
Crucible.
Yeah, that's the PvP mode in
Oh.
Destiny. There's Crucible. That's where all the Guardians fight each other. And there's a
I was
special.
thinking of the play.
Oh, the play. I'm not cultured enough to know the Crucible play.
You don't have to know it. It's fine.
Okay, good, because I'm, like I said, I'm uncultured.
I was not a theater kid, but I was friends with the theater kid, and then I was the stagecraft kid at one point. So I have minimal play knowledge. But you know, the Crucible's like,
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah, you know what? That's, yeah.
I think it's like the one with like
We're
the
so
Salem
tired.
witch
We're so
trials.
tired.
Ain't that what it is?
We're so tired. That sounds right. Let's go with that. Let's go with
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Crucible
That's true.
play. I'm gonna
And
Google
there's
it.
a special play mode that's available sometimes in the Crucible called the Trials of Osiris. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where
There we go.
all the good boys are there to shoot you with the guns. But all we have to do is go in there and lose 10 times, and we still get the exotic engram for the week. So
That's nice.
all we have to do is go in and get murdered, and we still get the PvP gear that we're not supposed to have until we're good, but we're not. But it's fine.
That's sick. You can just stand there.
I could just
I love it when I get to fail at things because I'm just a chaos person, and I guess I like to die in video games or something.
Yeah, yeah. I see. I don't have like any dignity about how I perform in a video game because it's fucking made up. Like it's
Yeah,
fake,
exactly.
so I can just die. It's fine, which is normally very good because it's like it doesn't make me averse to practicing or going up against like bad matchups. I don't get discouraged, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a problem because there's a quest I'm working on that's pretty much the opposite of that situation. I can't just win by failing. I can't just like, congratulations, failure successful. I can't do that. So, how it works is you progress by 1% every time. Well, not by 1%, but you get like a point when you get a kill. If you get a streak, you get like more points per kill. So that's good if you do that. But you will lose a point if you die. So, you
That's
have to, you have to get good. So now I have to get good, unfortunately. I didn't have the motivation of being upset when I was dead or losing before, but now I want this gun, so...
Right.
Yeah. They did find a way to motivate me.
Yeah. I love video games, but I'm really bad at them. I don't know why. I think maybe it's because I grew up playing like Animal Crossing and turn-based game,
Yeah.
but I suck at them. But I like playing
me
them
too.
anyway.
Me too. Yeah, it's like I'm bad at this, but that's okay. And it is. Like you don't have to be good at
It's
a video game. No one's going to starve or die or go to prison because you were bad at a video game. Like it's
Yeah.
just a video game. But
My friends can make fun of me. It's fine.
it's so mean. We're not toxic gamers. We're friendly. We support each other. It's fine.
Oh, that's nice.
Tyler's confirming. Let's see. The
It's
chat.
just to the point where like I'm so bad that like I tried to play Kirby's Epic Yarn with my friend, and I was so bad at playing games that they were like, we can't play this game anymore.
Kirby, Cole, you're back. I'm sorry. I just said like we're not toxic gamers. We support each other. I'm like you're bad at Kirby, the
Yes.
game for babies.
The game for baby I am bad at.
It's
Um,
okay. You can get better at anything if you just
if
practice.
I just keep practicing. You
Yeah.
know, I'm good at like Kirby on the DS, but I don't
Yeah.
know, for some reason the Wii game
Well, the
I was
Wii
an epic
is
failure.
the Wii is like it's not a console from this dimension. It's it's broken through the fabric of reality, so don't worry about it.
It really has. Also,
Hmm.
like the only games I ever played on the Wii were like My Sims, and
Yeah.
those are the games I still play to this day because I love baby games that require no skill.
They're good. Okay, let's just try and make maybe that more pronounced there. Wait, it's
Oh,
not gonna
Gunner
work.
Channel's typing and I'm not reading them. Gunner Channel said, "Imagine a world where everyone gaslights you. That's the world I
That's the word.
already live
Yeah,
in."
that's already Cole's world, and it's sort of already my world a bit, just because I'm like a girl and a lesbian, and like my family's fucked up, and they've got a lot of skeletons in that closet,
Oh
and I
no.
found them, and I was like, guys, is that a problem? Everyone's like, nah. I'm like, I feel like it's a problem though, and they're like, no, 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 no. I'm like, but you're all like traumatized and fucked up. I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm like,
No, no,
okay,
no, no, we're not.
we're not.
That's
Oh,
you're
okay.
than that.
Bye
That's
then.
me.
No, I get it. I got a call. I gotta take this forever.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
I
little
feel that.
sad, but it's not really sad because I'm better off not having to just like constantly work uphill against people in denial about
Yeah.
the problem.
I think especially like being a gay person, especially
Hmm.
one that doesn't involve themselves with men, because you know the world loves it when you're involved with men,
Yeah.
even in the
Oh,
slightest way.
yeah.
People just love to gaslight you and be like, "Well, one day you'll come around.
I will
One
not.
day
No, I won't.
you'll want to have a little baby
No,
with a man,
no, nope,
and you'll be normal."
nope.
And I hate it. It makes me want to punch people, but I can't punch them because they're my family.
Uh,
Anyway.
yeah, it's like, uh, yeah, I had some art. We were talking about art instructors before, and I had some art
Oh
instructors who, for some reason, kind of got on that. Um,
God.
yeah, and it's like, no, no, I don't like men when they're men. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? That's the whole issue. Like, no, no, thank you.
Exactly.
Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna be in a situation to have a family because you gotta make a lot of money, and you
Right.
gotta, yeah,
But I hate like I know that like the old people when they talk to you about having babies, they mean well,
yeah,
but
they
like
mean well.
one, I have an extreme horrible fear of pregnancy. Like
Yeah, ugh,
legitimate like I have nightmares. Like I, not going to happen to me.
no, yeah,
Sorry. And two, I don't think I'll ever be in a stable situation where I'll be able to take care of another person.
yeah. That's a lot of
Like
that's a serious thing. You don't just do that because you want to. You do that because you'd be good at it.
yeah,
Like that's
and like a
serious.
lot of people do it either because it just happened to them
Mhm.
or because they wanted to and not because they were good at it. And
Yeah.
look at us now.
Yeah.
The world is
Like
crumbling.
there's a consequence to that. Like we don't we're fine. We're fine on people
Yeah.
for a minute. Like not everyone has to do the reproduction thing.
I can't even sit near a child
Oh no.
under like 16 for more than 2 hours without feeling physically exhausted.
Yeah, it's like
People who raise kids amaze me.
they're amazing people that they would, put in all that work. Um
Yeah.
yeah, I would rather just pay my taxes for like good social like programs and safety nets that allow people to have the resources to become good adults even if their family isn't the best.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I mean, like, maybe if I, like, became really old and wise, I would, like, adopt a teenager or something, but
Right. Right.
I'm not gonna push a baby out of my body. I'd
No.
literally
It's
rather
not.
die.
I don't wanna do it. That's
Sorry.
not gonna help. It's not gonna help anybody if that happens. It's not a good idea.
No, it's
It's
a
not
bad
a good
idea.
idea. It's a bad idea.
So stop telling me that one day I'll change my mind, because if I do, okay. But right
Right. But
now,
you
that
can't
thought is
decide that. You
horrifying, and
can't
I hate
decide
that
that right
people try to
now.
force it on
It's
me,
not a good
and
idea to
I
like.
can't even imagine myself having a house one day.
I know. I don't think if I was like on that grind, maybe, but I'm
Yeah,
not, and I
but
don't
I'm not.
feel like it. Like,
Yeah. I'm not, and I'm barely functional as it is, so, like,
I
you
was
know.
that way for so long, and like, I just kind of got, just a couple years ago, got on my feet, so now, like, nearing 30, I'm starting to get to the point where, okay, maybe I can start thinking about getting on that grind and maybe getting a house by the time I'm 50, but I don't wanna. Yeah, and you probably will not change your mind. Like, there's
Oh, thank
just,
you.
yeah, probably.
Nobody's ever told me that, and hearing that to me is so reassuring
Like,
because,
no one I know has changed their mind that was vehement about that when they were younger. Like,
well,
and
people always bring up my mom when she was like 3 and being like, I don't want to
what,
have babies because she's
3?
3.
Well, you
Like,
don't have fully formed opinions when you're 3. Like, when I was, like, no. 3 year
yeah,
olds don't know things. Why would
why would a child
anyone?
want to have a kid?
Yeah.
They're literally a kid.
It's just like, no, you can't compare, like, a 3 year old's opinions to a teenager's opinions. Teenagers have more, or, like, and then young adults have, like, more fully formed opinions at that point because they're not 3 years old.
Yeah, it
What
blows
the
my mind
shit?
that I'm not a teenager anymore. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah, it happens. It's weird.
I'm grow.
Uh-huh.
I'm grow.
You're grow.
I can't speak English. I'm really sorry.
No, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I had a lot of bourbon and died a lot last night, so I'm still recuperating, frankly. I'm
I
drinking my milk tea.
have never drank bourbon, but I like love it when they make it into a candle or like a
Yeah,
body spray.
yeah.
It's like my crack. I'm like, oh, okay, give me
Yeah,
that.
I'm not gonna like tell someone who just turned 21, oh yeah, bourbon's great, drink it. No, that's like I'm not gonna tell you that. Um I enjoy it, but I
I
drink it
know.
responsibly.
I have adults who say other things to
Hmm.
me, so it's fine.
Okay.
Like,
uh
yeah, you should totally do the weed. I've had adults tell me that before I even turned 21.
oh, yeah. All right. Okay. It's just like some people, sometimes older people will give you advice where you can tell it's just they want to feel better about their choices, so they're trying to normalize the habits they have more than
Is
they
that what it
are.
is?
That's what it is, more than they're genuinely trying to give you advice for you.
I
So,
see.
yeah, the advice for you, and everybody listening is the same advice I gave at the beginning of the stream. You have to know who you are and your the relationships you typically fall into with substances before you know whether you should do this or that thing.
My question to you is how do you figure out what relationships you have with substances? Because all I know
Hmm.
is that sometimes I get addicted to the video game. How does that mean that I will get addicted to the weed? I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so, cause like there's very different things about those experiences. And addiction to like substances is just fucking. I'm getting up looking for a hair tie. Sorry if I get quiet.
You're
Is just
fine.
a, like is a biochemical thing. I know everything's biochemical because that's the kind of machine we are, but it's different. What's nice about a video game and about a substance is they're kind of I guess shelters from reality. Um, but with a game, there's structure, there's objectives, there's things you have to think about. You have to engage your brain. So that's why those appeal to me more than let's say a substance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I know my relationship with that stuff is like fine, not something I have to worry about because I never feel compelled to do it. So if you
No, I just do
feel
it because I
yeah,
want.
exactly. If you ever feel like you're compelled or you feel like you're not in control, that's a big scary sign telling you to make
Oh,
a
okay.
change. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, then I'm good because I do
Yep.
it because there's nothing going on in my life right now.
Yeah, that's 2020 though. We can't go outside. We can't
No,
do
yeah.
a lot of shit. And the economy's gonna keep getting worse and now
Getting worse.
there's just not a lot you can do when you don't have a lot of like money and resources or you don't have a car and you can't get places or things like that. So,
God, I think I thank the earth for my car every single day. Even though sometimes I'm horribly too scared to drive it and I can't drive like 15 miles from my home without having a panic attack,
oh
I
yeah.
still thank God that I have a car. I'm like, "Oh,
It's
oh,
still good. Yeah, cuz you can just like drive out to the mountains and stuff and go hiking. That's the thing I miss, being able to go
oh,
out there. Because I live in the city, which I really like. I can just walk everywhere I need to go, but I still can't like go out and see the mountains or the beach or anything like that. Like the buses
Yeah.
don't really go out
I
there.
would love to live in a city where I could walk everywhere. I
Hmm.
live in a city, but it's not. It's a big one, and it's not the safest to walk
Oh,
anywhere in
yeah,
mine. But you know, it's fine.
yeah.
It's actually been okay recently.
That's good.
But you know,
Yeah.
we're like, I don't know. I don't want to like dox myself, but we're like we're a city in the middle of a bunch of really big cities.
Ah.
So because of that, we have like a lot of just I think it's like why we have a lot of gang violence that just
Hmm.
kind of runs back and forth through our city
Hmm.
because they're getting like to all the other cities around
Yeah.
us. Um, that and then like if you work in the big city but you can't afford to live there, people live here. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
there's that too.
Uh, it's almost like the companies move in and raise the prices on everything and to displace
Yeah,
housing and push people into desperation, and then those people don't have any other options. It's a whole fucking thing because their society is whack.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you know, gentrify.
Yeah. Uh, so mad at Jeffrey. Jeffrey Bezos. He's gonna.
Oh
That's his name. He's
yeah.
Jeffrey. Because there's the Amazon
I've never
office.
known a good Jeffrey in my life.
There, I named a bamboo plant Jeffrey once, and he was fine.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but that's it. That's the
Mm.
only one.
The
So
other
yeah,
Jeffrey I've known is one that would punch walls because you know he
yeah,
was just that kind of white boy. Fine. I hope he's okay.
yeah.
I hope him and his little hands are all right.
Oh no, I turned the icing on. No, well whatever.
I like this
Uh,
yellow.
it's a lovely yellow. Absolutely lovely.
It's actually the same color yellow as my shirt right now.
Aww.
I just realized
It's such a like ochre is such a fun color to wear. Gamzee would
that.
look good in it.
Is.
Yeah.
He
He
would.
would. He would. He would.
You're
I
giving
need
me the serotonin
to
thoughts.
I need to just draw clown in more like good post game situations. I'm desperately always looking for content of that, but it's not there. Like it's just not there. And then what's worse, sometimes I'll see like a fic that
Looks like it is.
looks like it is, or like the clown is just there and
All right.
not as like the villain that's fucking everything up for everybody because people are just like that. And
Yeah.
so I'm just like reading this 9,000 long fic looking for like a crumb
A
of
crumb of the
clown,
internet.
and like I found one and just the clown is just like so, in a coma in the background, and I'm reading through
Oh,
this other bullshit that I don't care about. Like, okay, can we just like deal with the clown? And then the fic just ends, and we only mention the clown to like, and I'm just, what is this? Don't do this. Like,
why
I'm
a
tired.
coma? Hello,
What?
wake,
Just so
wake.
like the
Okay.
character could literally be there and just not have to be dealt with because they were unconscious the whole time, and then we never even
Right,
like deal with
exactly.
that as the situation it would be. It's like, come on, I need the food. What are you
I
doing?
need the food.
I need the food. You could have just
Yeah,
not have him in the story. They were only putting him. Sorry, I should not do this. This is
you're
actual
fine.
someone's fic. Um, you just like he was only there to explain like why Karkat was so busy, but then once we established that, then it was just dropped and it just wasn't a thing anymore. Like it wasn't
Oh,
even.
that's frustrating.
It's so frustrating.
See,
I
I
want
just
some
don't read,
content. Yeah,
so
you're smart.
I just don't read unless it has a picture with it, which I know that makes me sound like a little baby, but you know what?
Uh, whatever. Like I
Fine.
what are you missing out on? 5,000 boring words about Karkat's problems again? No, get out of that. I don't need
Exactly.
it.
Also, I blame school. School never made reading fun for me, so it's not fun for me now.
Yeah,
Because they were all like, yes, let's read books written by old white men where,
yeah.
like, they say the N word and stuff. And I'm like, why? Why are we reading these
Why?
books?
Can
Why
we
can't we read any
can
other
we
book?
read something that won't like make me miserable?
Make me uncomfortable
Yeah,
or,
can
like,
we
be like,
just like
oh, it's nice that everybody else gets to relate to the characters in this book, but
yeah.
meanwhile, I know where I am. Like,
Oh,
thanks.
I'm
I'm tired of Huckleberry Finn.
Get out of here, Mark Twain. I'll kill you.
Yeah,
You're dead.
literally.
I'll kill you with a knife again. I will murder this man.
Like I feel
Ugh.
like the only book that we read that didn't involve like early American racism or whatever, that like wasn't slavery but was still very racism, was like it was like about the Holocaust, and that
Oh,
book was
oh,
traumatizing to
oh, oh,
read.
God.
I can't remember what it was called, but it was
Oh.
horrible. Oh, we read Frankenstein, and that was the only book that I enjoyed.
Oh, good old Mary Shelley.
Yeah, I loved that. And I think that was like specifically the class I was in, read Frankenstein, so I got lucky.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ugh. School.
But other than
Why?
that, I hate school.
Yeah.
Why did you do this to me?
Why? Why did
You
they do
made
that?
exercising not fun. You made reading not fun. And now these are things that I will carry with me for the rest of my life.
It's just exhausting. This
Exercising's
fucking
fun when
culture.
you're fighting people. No.
Oh, yeah.
The Aries energy
The
comes
Aries
out.
energy. The Aries
Exercise is
energy.
fun when it's martial
Yeah,
arts
when it's
and you can
martial
choke
arts and I
people.
can choke so. Well, in your defense, they had it coming? Question mark? Question mark.
They consented to be
Right.
being
No,
choked
exactly. So
because
it's
we're
fine.
all coming to jujitsu, and when you come to
Precisely.
jujitsu, you know, if you're not protecting your neck, if somebody squeezes it, that's on you.
They caught you slipping.
They literally caught you slipping. Literally.
I think you would
Um,
enjoy PvP in Destiny. It would take a while to like. It took me a while to like get over that first learning curve where you're dying almost too much to get any practice in, but eventually you start to kind of get it, and you can start to see where you're making the bad choices. You just have to ironically slow down at first, and you will
yeah.
die more because you're being slow, but you're
Mm-hmm.
thinking, and you have to practice the thinking before you
Mm.
can be like thinking faster, It's
Yeah,
like,
that's just my life in general.
yeah, yeah. It's like how piano players do it. When they're learning a song, they'll learn it at a much slower tempo than
Yeah.
when they do it faster later on.
I feel like that applies to learning a lot of instruments.
Yeah, exactly. Like you want,
Because when I learned how to play guitar when I was like a small child, I had to play it really slow, and then I could get faster.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Because you want to get in the muscle memory of doing it correctly, and then just improve on your response time. But if
Yeah.
you're just trying to do bad shit fast, you're just gonna build up a bunch of like random habit signals in your muscles
Yeah.
or whatever. It's gonna be bad. So.
And then I think specifically with guitar, the worst thing about playing guitar is that you can hit the chords like wrong. Like you can
Yeah,
be holding everything right, but if you swipe your thumb or your pick across it wrong, it still sounds
yeah.
wrong.
It's ugh.
And it's like
Yeah.
I should have done piano because I don't have to worry about the keys unless there's something wrong with the piano.
Oh, Gunner Channel, proselytizing the gnawing hunger. I see. Well, you're right, but gnawing hunger is in my energy weapon slot, and I'm married to Ariana's vow, so it's not happening. I'm sorry. That gun's
Is
my
Destiny
wife.
a third person shooter or a first person shooter?
First person, yeah.
Oh, I've never played a first person shooter. The first third person shooter. See, I'm gonna out myself as a baby. It's okay. I've outed myself as insane already. Um, my first third person shooter was Splatoon, and my god, is that an incredibly fun game.
Splatoon looked very fun, I gotta say.
It's so fun. It was one of those things, kind of like how you said Destiny was, where like in the beginning, like everybody is so much more advanced than you because I
Yeah,
came in late that like you
forgot
just
this
die
is
all the
a thing,
time,
yeah.
but eventually you figure it out.
I should have looked at a reference for how these windmills actually are.
Um,
Well, that's fine. Yeah, I'm being stupid.
you're fine.
I'm not doing
One of my
doing this in a smart way.
one of my favorite drawings that I've ever done is a constant reminder to me to use a reference because when I first started it, it looked so bad, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna find a reference, and then I found it, and now it's my favorite
Yeah,
drawing.
nice. I should
But
do that instead of just being like, "Oh, this is ugly. Whatever, good enough." Moving on. Moving
Yeah.
on. I
That's
need.
a fine
Yeah.
thing to do sometimes, though, because sometimes it's just the way it is. You just gotta move on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I need to get post references for chapter 2 of Meet Clown because some of them are going to be complex. It's going to be very much about the character acting in that chapter.
You're making me excited.
Yeah, where Crab is going to be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is clown? Why?
What the fuck is
What the
clown?
fuck is clown? Question mark." Mark, and Calliope's gonna be like, reasons. I'm a cherub. I don't have to answer to anybody.
Yeah.
We're doing my plan. I'm the boss.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I don't even care. Actually, he says, lying.
Yeah, because Crab. Be like,
Because Crab,
I don't care.
I don't
He's
care,
lying.
is lying. cares a lot actually.
Yeah.
Cares the most.
I think that's common of defensive cancers.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
like to be like, I don't care, but we know you care.
We know you
because you're
care,
cancer.
buddy. You can't hide.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't hide from me. I see you.
We see you.
You know.
Yeah.
The lesbians gave me the zodiac knowledge. And now I can judge your
Now
personality
I can
based
use
off
it.
of the stars. And it's not real.
It's
but
not
it's
real,
fun to
but
do
it's
anyway.
funny. It isn't real, but it is funny. So
It's so hilarious.
it's so funny.
It's funny because people used to make fun of me being an Aries.
Yeah.
Not people. One of my friends. And it would drive me insane. And now I do it to everybody else.
Right. How the turntables.
You're a Sagittarius? Haha. Let's be best friends. Ha ha ha.
I need to draw this spiral. There's a spiral on it. I don't know why there's a spiral on it.
There's a spiral in a window.
There's a spiral, I guess. I don't know why.
Mm.
I don't know. Me looking at like all the design choices Andrew Hussey has ever made, like, oh, okay, if that's if you want to do it that way. So I wouldn't do it that way, but I mean, it's fine, you know.
Judge them.
Yeah. Oh, I will.
Do it.
Oh,
I
he
like
is
it,
not.
it's
No, he's not getting out of this fucking shit alive. I have questions.
I also have questions.
I have questions.
I have questions I should have asked him personally when I
Yeah.
saw him for a con.
Yeah, it should have been like, hey.
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 But instead, I was just like trembling in fear behind my friends.
Yeah,
like, oh
don't
my
be.
God.
Yeah, don't be afraid of that asshole.
I'm just scared of everybody.
People are scary. That's valid.
People are terrifying.
People are
Also, like,
scary.
I know that he's not technically a celebrity, but like, I don't know.
I don't
would
care.
never want to meet a celebrity in
Right.
general.
Yeah.
Like, not even like people are always like, oh, would you want to meet Donald Glover? Because like,
Right. It's like, no, that's none of my business. Like,
Yeah.
I would like to leave that man alone.
Exactly. I would like to leave him absolutely alone. If I saw him, I would
mind my
smile
business.
and wave,
Yeah.
and then walk away.
Yeah.
If he made eye contact with me, which is a slim chance
Yeah.
because I am a nothing person.
No.
Fade into the background.
You're Cole. You're Cole of Childish Gambino fame.
Thank you.
Clown expert. I'm gonna
Clown.
give you a little clown badge
I have a clown
to your
expert
sash.
title? That's-
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel so honored. I feel like I'm a clown idiot, but that's okay.
No, I mean we
I
are,
do.
but
I do so much more thinking than the general public.
Right.
Of Homestuck
Yeah.
about clown. So
Yeah.
actually, I'll take that clown expert badge.
yeah.
Because even if I'm wrong, at least I thought about it way more.
At least you thought about it. Like people don't think.
People have no brain when it
People
comes to
have
clown.
no brain.
They look at clown and their brain
Their brain just
disappears.
turns the fuck off. And
Yeah.
I'm like, did you notice like these things? They're like, no, that couldn't
No.
be true. I'm like, but it is.
And I'm like, literally, it's like right in front of your
it's
eyes.
right there though. So
Look at it.
What's the deal? What are you
Yeah.
doing? And they're like, like that's not an answer. This is noises you're making.
Yeah, exactly. Literally.
I've done bad. Okay,
Me
I need
forcing my friends to look at Gansby.
to look at it. Look at it. Look at what you've done.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is what you did to me.
This is what you do. Let's make circle. I have
Gunner
I have a
Channel
Strat.
said, game theory, do the Arcadia bots manage the windmill?
The Aradia bots, you mean?
Silence.
The Aradia bots? I'm confused.
Arcadia bots? Arcadia bots? I don't
Arcadia.
know.
Yeah, I'm missing out on lore.
I'm also missing out on lore. I don't know what anything is ever, but that's
Yeah.
just Cole. That's the Cole brand for you. Is I don't know
It's
what's going on.
The cold brain. I'm trying to figure out the perspective on these blades.
How do I get off Twitter? Help
Well,
me.
you. I can't do it for you. I'm sorry. I can't.
I was like, I woke up this morning and I was like, time to finish my requests that I asked people for 7 years ago, and
7 years.
just kidding, it wasn't 7 years, more like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. But see, I asked people that knowing consciously that it would force me to do something, but I wouldn't do it.
Why doesn't this look right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to use my brain cell.
You're fine. I was trying to see if I could help you with my brain cell, but it's not working.
Oh, okay.
It's currently off.
Yeah. I don't think the Arati bots work the windmill. I think the windmills were just there in Tavros' land, and they just work, I guess. Let's turn off this sketch and see if this helps me. I'm not going to make myself work on Resolve for too long. I think I just burnt out because I was constantly pushing myself to do, like, too much.
I told you.
I know. I'm sorry. I know everyone was like, you and Daft were like, Momo, you're being a fucking idiot. And I was
You
like,
gotta chill. You gotta
no,
chill. And
no,
you
I'm
were like,
fine.
I don't want to
I
chill.
got this.
And I was like,
I got this. And it's like, okay, get ready to burn out. I'm like, I know what happened.
I'm always after my burnout, which was literally just the longest ever. I'm so worried about other people burning out. I'm like, wait, no, don't stress yourself out because I don't want you to suffer in the way that I've suffered.
Oh, I just think I always just have my hubris on full blast. I always just think I'm immortal, and I'm not. So
It's fine. One day you will be.
one day I will be. One day I'll finally unlock the power I deserve.
I'll upload your mind into a pair of
Thank you.
glasses.
I just want to be an EXO. That's what I want.
Yeah.
In Destiny, they have three playable races. They've got the Awoken, which are like very, very cool. Their lore is very interesting. They're kind of like, yeah, they're awake. They're woke as shit. I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize.
You're fine. You're fine. That's the joke I was making.
The joke.
You got
I
it.
know. I got it. Buffering. Just that little spinny wheel over my head. You got just regular old humans.
Boring.
Boring.
Don't want 'em.
Boring. And you have exos, which are robot people who are made
Yes.
to be like war robots.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and they're all messed up and and no one knows exactly how they work or what they are or how Clovis Bray made them. And I'm like, yes, please, I would like to be that. But in real life, please make me a cool robot body that is good at doing murder. I feel like I deserve that.
You know what? I'm gonna say something.
Yes.
I don't know how to make everyone feel, but one of the first things that I noticed when I started playing Warframe is that the Warframes are kind of sexy. I was like,
Okay. Yes. No, yeah, yes. They're very cool. Like they're like sexy in a cool weird robot way, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's neat. Cuz like I'm a fucking idiot. That's in the same layer. Jesus of Christ. There you go. Okay, what was I? Yeah. So that's what I really love about Warframe is that's kind of part of the thesis, right? Like this is a game about bodies. You played through the first couple quests, so Vor was talking to you, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you kind of absorbed what he was like, what his motivation is, what he's about. But the reason he wants you is because he wants to use your like your weird robot body. He thinks that he can like do science on your blood and use that to help perfect the bodies of the Grineer.
Mm.
Because what's going on with the Grineer is they are clones and they were made to be constantly just like degrading. It's like their
Mm.
bodies are, they don't live very long. They're always sick. They've got to be augmented with like machines and like organ donors from other Grineer like all the time.
So humans.
Yeah, like the Grineer are just Americans,
Yeah.
with no health care.
Oh, so
the
just
the
Americans.
Grineer are just the Grineer are just Americans.
Hmm.
Um, so the game is a thesis on bodies. That's what the game is about, like in its most thematic level. Because you look at the Warframes, and like they're like the fucking hot rods of bodies. Like they
Yeah.
are Ferraris. They are
Yeah.
sexy. They're fast. They're cool. They're very powerful. Like they're kind of like different ideas about like ideal bodies that you can have. Like there's the freedom in how they move. There's just the things that they're capable of doing. There's the way they look. It's very neat. They're just, the coolest bodies. So you could play through that game um, and think that Warframe's thesis was that good bodies like are the Ferraris and bad bodies are like the ugly ones are like Grineer. But it gets way more complex than that because yeah, I can't really tell too much without spoiling one of the best quests in the game, so I won't do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it complicates that idea a lot. Like what? Like there are no good or bad bodies. There's just like your relationship with your body is complicated, and like it's a complicated world that bodies exist in, and the politics of bodies and like what is done to them by the powers that be and this and that. It's very very interesting. Like the story of Warframe is super interesting in that way as a meta on bodies. And there's other characters that complicate that as well. There's the town of Fortuna on Venus, which is one of the most amazing like transhumanist sci-fi story concepts I've ever seen. I love it so much. So I can't wait till you get there. Please tell me when you get to Fortuna.
Okay.
You'll meet the
I
best
will.
NPCs. There's so many ladies I'm so gay for in Fortuna. There's Yutiko, there's
Hell,
Little Duck, there's Rudzud.
Little Duck? That's
Little
the best
Duck,
name you could ever
she's
have.
so great. She's just this badass lady, and you're just like, marry me, but
Marry me?
yeah.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
hi,
Nice seeing you.
hello.
Here's
Yeah.
your wedding ring.
Here's your ring. If you want
yeah.
it, please say yes.
Yeah.
Someone
You don't
marry,
have to,
someone
but
marry the clown, please.
I
That's
will.
it's my theory.
Don't worry
uh,
It's fine.
we've literally got the divorce cat channel like a couple ones up.
It's fine. Every single day I think about different clown relationships and I'm like, this would be cute. Oh,
Yeah.
this would be cute.
Yeah.
What if
Yeah.
what if this in
What
my
if
head?
this? What if this?
Yeah. So don't worry.
Yeah, I'll close the
I'll just
stream
be
in
like,
like 15 minutes, and then we can just
Gamzee
talk about Gamzee matchmaking because I
Yeah.
need some serotonin. Okay, I need it.
I'm just like, what if bigger clown?
What if bigger clown?
What if clown even bigger?
What bigger clown? Ooh,
with Gamzee?
With-
And then I'm
oh,
like,
big
this is the
clown?
concept.
big clown.
And Gamzee.
Like a
Who's
like a,
already
just a big clown.
So they're just like a giant couple
Just a
and like
big
that's-
clown.
I just
Oh.
stand there at their feet and be like, wow. I'm applauding you guys. Very cute.
Okay, I need to. I gotta figure out.
Or sometimes I think about crabs, but
Sometimes crabs. Like sometimes, what if a big crab was good? And I know I'm having the same problem
Yeah.
that Gamzee has in character, where they're like, "What if a big crab was like good?" And I'm like, Gamzee, no, honey, I'm sorry, he's not. But sometimes, what if like a crab was like big and good?
But what if? Exactly.
But what if? I know. I just
But
keep.
what if?
But what if?
And then I like to revert back to like my baby Homestuck days and think about Gamtav, and I'm like,
Oh
this is-
yeah, no, that was always valid. I'm sorry, Canon was
There's-
just like being fucking weird.
Yeah, but there's always a happiness pit in Gamtab if you
Yeah.
just don't think
Yeah.
about
Exactly.
Homestuck.
You don't think about homes.
If you don't think about Homestuck while simultaneously thinking about
Thinking about
Homestuck.
Homestuck.
But I've taken GameZ, he's mine.
He is yours.
I'm feeling the copyright,
You are.
and
You're doing
so,
it.
so technically, when you think about GameZ,
Yes,
that's
you're
my
thinking
property.
about Cole's intellectual property, so be respectful.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
respectful.
If you disrespect him, I will personally break your windows.
Yeah, you don't have windows anymore. You should have thought about that.
Yeah.
I don't know what
So
to
you're gonna
tell
be cold
ya.
at night,
You're
and
gonna be
all the
cold
little
at
mosquitoes
night.
are gonna come into your house, and they'll
Yeah.
suck your blood. And you know what?
You're not using the blood for anything good, so.
Yeah. If you're talking bad about my clown, we don't need your
You
blood.
don't need your blood.
Sorry
Okay.
for being violent. Anyway.
We've been through so much. I'm sorry. Why do people expect us just to be polite? It's
I
just,
don't
this is
know.
not a polite environment. Like, what
I'm
the hell?
not like the most polite of people anyway.
Mm.
Well, I'm polite until you get to know me.
Like, what good is, like, isn't politeness just a facade for enabling the status quo sometimes? So yeah,
Sometimes.
not to be like, ugh, we live in a society. You're all programmed, but sometimes like being polite is just an excuse people use to not talk about shit they don't want to talk about.
Exactly.
Like I
You
believe
know
in
what?
treating people well and with respect, but
Exactly. Like the other day, I was thinking about my friend, and I was like, it sucks that their dad is a cop.
oh yeah, it's like I'm
He's so
sorry.
nice, and I have to be civil about it, but that sucks.
Yeah, yeah, that does.
Like Gunner Channel said, "Is there a chance that High Swapped is being finished and good?"
Um, I think we've talked about this before. There
I
was
feel like we
a.
talk about this all the time.
Feel like we talk about this a lot. I don't believe Hive Swap is going to be happening. Unfortunately, I don't. I just
I feel
don't.
like if it's gonna get finished, it's gonna get finished like in like so long
Yeah,
from now.
yeah. I think it's gonna be a minute. I did, didn't I? Well, sorry. I'm just realizing I'm not doing my layers good.
You're fine. I never do my layers good. I
Perfect.
just do them,
Perfect.
and they just exist.
Perfect. They just exist, and it's not even my problem.
Yeah.
So the whole reason Homestuck 2 is still a thing, even after a lot of people left, is because it still needs to make the money, because the money is going to be funding a lot of other projects. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
So in theory, they're still collecting money to keep developing it, because they got to pay the people that are still working on it. However, they've been doing that for a long time, and nothing's come out. I mean, we could just see Act 2 come out next year, maybe, or it's never happening. I've already just kind of made the assumption that it's never happening because it's been long enough, honestly.
It's been so.
It's been long enough. I wasn't invested in the first place because, like, I funded the Kickstarter way back in the day, but then Homestuck did the whole Act 6 thing where it made a lot of choices that were very unfair and alienating. So I was like, no, I just don't really care about this anymore. I'm going to write it off. So I did. So now it's like, I don't care. You guys can finish it or not finish it. I hope you're not, fucking anybody over. Like, I worry that maybe you guys are, but whatever.
It's so weird because like the stuff that they do now, I don't know. I don't mean to get problematic, but the stuff that they do now, I'm like, how do you not know what you're doing?
How do you not know what you're doing? Like, this is
Has
not.
nobody told you?
The thing is, like, I know some of the writers were talked to about, like, why this shit isn't good, and they were like, no, yeah, we agree, but then they're still doing it, so.
But they're still doing it.
The thing is,
so
like,
I feel like you're doing it on purpose.
yeah, they're not ignorant about what they're doing. They know it's not good.
If you're not, wait, why are you still doing? Like,
I don't know. It's weird. I just think people get really excited about Homestuck and they kind of lose their ability to step back and go, okay, wait a minute, is this really okay?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I I think you're right on that one.
Yeah, because it can be very
Also, I
exciting.
think a
But
lot
yeah,
of like the stuff that happens that's really bad is so specific and intricate that if you just don't know, you just
you
don't
just don't
know.
know. Yeah, like
But when you
if you
do
don't know,
know,
you
you're
don't know.
like,
But if you
oh
know, then
my
you're like,
god.
then if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
um
So yeah,
and nobody wants to tell other people because they don't want to be like
yeah.
mobbed on Twitter by the
I don't
weirdo.
want to be mobbed on Twitter. Like Daft was talking about stuff, and some weirdo was like being weird.
Ugh.
Because that's the problem. If you're critical about certain things in Homestuck, you get shit one from the people who are like all for this new idea that Homestuck can be very progressive, and they're like, but why would but Homestuck's good because I like it or I like these characters and
Homestuck's good because Dave Cat
because
exists
Dave
now.
Cat, and it's like, well, oh, it's good that Dave Cat, but it's not good that you're using Dave Cat to neglect these other problems. Like,
Yeah.
fuck Dave Cat if that's what you're going to use it for. Like, if Dave Cat is the only thing that can be good and everyone else like has to fuck off, even though the comics being like racist and shit, that's not. I don't accept that, right? No one should. That's not
Yeah.
reasonable. Um, and then, but then you also still get it bad from like the Reddit people who don't think racism is real.
Oh, for real.
So there's just like it just and I'm commenting all this shit from the outside, but it just looks like there's no safe harbor practically.
Yeah, that's the feel.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it sucks that, like, I don't know how to say this in, like, a weird way. It sucks that I have to, like, go online and I want to interact with other Homestuck people, but at the same time, I'm scared too because I'm gonna be like, oh, they're gonna find my clown crimes and be like,
Yeah.
come at
I
me in pitchforks because I've seen it happen to other people,
yeah.
and it's not
Yeah.
fun. It's not a good time.
I've just had to uh not give a fuck. It's my only option. Really.
Yeah.
I don't have other options available but to not give a fuck. Which
One day I'll not give
yeah.
a fuck, but I am currently just always living in fear that somebody will yell at me for no reason. But
Well, if they do, I will confiscate their bones. They don't get
okay,
to have those anymore.
cool.
Yeah.
I like it when people are a little flesh sack.
And
I don't know
then
where
we can
that came from.
and we can just roll their little like skin sacks of organs just around, and then that's okay. That's gross. I'm being gross too, but whatever. We've
We can play
we're
their bones
tired.
like little
We're tired. We're
instruments.
tired of this.
Oh,
We're
we are
tired.
very
We're
tired.
tired. So all right. So here's I made one shot.
It's good, and I like it. And
I
I think it's
finished
pretty.
one shot and planned out a bunch of other shots. So I
If it
kind of
makes you
did my duty.
feel any better, I sat down here with the intention of finishing a clown and have done nothing.
Did I just make a folder named Bubble? What the
I
fuck was that about?
don't know.
I'm gonna rename that.
Was it for your bubble?
Yeah, the bubble's in there, but I made a folder for one file that's named the same thing the folder is named. What? Alright, I fixed that. We're
Mom
just
really
gonna
needed
do.
a nap.
Yeah,
It'll be okay.
I think I probably do, but it's alright.
Oh, I got a picture of a lizard that my friend sent to me. It's very cute.
That's delightful.
Love a cute lizard.
We love a cute lizard. There was something I was gonna say. I think.
I think we got distracted at the folder named Bubble.
Yeah, I think I got distracted like 5 separate times, like on this long winding road.
My life is just getting distracted.
The Space Paradox comics where they just double down on all the bad retcons from X6. I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, what would you do if you saw Hossie on the street and he ate an apple in one bite?
I can't answer these questions anymore. I used to answer about what I would do if I saw Husty on the street, and then I did in real life, and
Yeah.
I didn't do those things. So I'm gonna opt out of this one.
He ate an I would I get two
Hope
apples,
that he
and I'd eat
chokes.
2 apples in one bite to establish
Oh,
dominance.
there we go.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I do, I guess.
I didn't say hope that he chokes. I would give him the Heimlich maneuver if he choked.
Yeah,
After I let him
yeah.
cough for a good long while.
Uh,
I'm evil. See,
you're
I've become evil. Cole
you're
become evil. That is my
no,
arc.
no, it's not evil if you'd still save someone's life. That's
Oh yeah,
fine.
I
That's a
would.
normal thing to do. Um,
If he was
I
dying in front of me,
if he
I
ate an apple, well, that's none of my business. I don't care. I would I would go and get an iced coffee and sit down somewhere far away and not worry about it. It's not my problem.
would. Yeah.
I don't remember the Paradox Space comics. Summer Team Romance. I know everybody likes it, but as with most things that people like about Homestuck, I think if you actually tilt that just right and look at it, um, it's like a little prism that refracts all the Homestuck shit into its different components. Then you realize everything's really fucked up. Um,
Yeah.
because if you, because at the end, like what Karkat's saying is like, oh, all these people are fine. They're doing great. Like all this bad shit doesn't happen. But these people, they're nothing like me. They have nothing to do with me. It's just escapism. I'm like, okay, Hamlet, shut up. Solve your problems, Karkat. Solve
No.
your problems.
Homestuck doesn't solve its problems, it just makes
Karkat,
more.
solve your problems. I know you're a teenager, and I know you haven't figured that out yet, but solve them. Do it.
Imagine being a teenager and realizing that you're a teenager.
Yeah.
I
Well,
would never.
yes, didn't I mean that's that's what you have to do. I realized I was a teenager when I was a teenager.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did I real? I mean, I guess, yeah. I
Yeah.
think I get really irritated with with people around me acting like they're grown and we're like
Uh
all 21, and I'm like, you're
they're trying too
still a
hard.
child.
They're trying too hard. And I understand because you want to feel like you're grown up, but the things people do to feel grown up are ironically the very irresponsible, immature kinds of things.
Or they just stress themselves out because they're like, I need a job that pays me money so that I can live in my own house. And what do I do with my life? How do I be
You
happy? And
don't
I'm
have
like,
to live in your own
bruh, you can just
house.
chill.
You can just chill. Like there's no need to it's like if you're in a good like if you like your family, if your family's good and
Hmm.
they have space, it's fine to live with them. That's how most people in the world do it, and then you can help take care of them and like they take care of you, which is what a family does anyway. Like if you
Yeah,
want your
exactly.
space, I respect that. I needed it cuz I can't be around my family.
Yeah.
But like don't that rice and grime shit.
Yeah.
It's there's no reason. It's just capitalism trying to get you to pay attention to that instead of what's going wrong.
Yeah.
So,
Uh, one thing about going to jujitsu is like being around all those health fitness people, and
oh my
like
god.
I am very much not a health fitness person. The reason why I went to jujitsu was because I was having an Aries impulse moment and said, I want to do judo. There were no judo classes near me, but jujitsu was there, and I was like, okay, I'll go there.
We'll go
And
there.
I ended up really, really liking it.
Mhm.
And the person who was teaching me at the time was like, "You're actually really good at this. Do you have a background in sports?" And I'm like, "Fuck
What?
no." Yeah.
Just laugh like that's
Yeah.
hilarious. It's very funny.
Yeah, and she was like, "Well, you actually like respond to this really well, and you like understand what I'm telling you to do." And I'm like, "Well, that's nice. I feel good. I'm going to keep doing this." But like when people they just don't get like me existing as like a fat person with no muscle,
Oh. It's
and
like
they're just
yeah,
like, "Oh,
people.
rise and grind," and I'm like, "Nah,
No,
dude, wake up
no.
at 11
Wake up at
and
11. Stay up
and
playing
have a muffin
Crucible
for breakfast."
until 2
Yeah,
a.m. Have donut holes for breakfast.
exactly.
Yeah,
I'm like,
just chill.
and they're like, "But like, you want to be hard to kill." That's what they always tell me. You want
Yeah.
to be hard to kill, and I'm like, eh.
Oh no.
Mm.
Like I do like that idea, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Like it feels like
I
some
like it in
people
concept, but like,
right.
I don't I don't want to just like eat.
Yeah,
meat all the
yeah,
time.
no, that's gross. It feels like some people are in on this to feel like they're cheating death, and I know I
That's
can't.
exactly what it
Yeah,
is.
it's like I don't have this illusion you have that I'm gonna be immortal or that I can fight more than one person at a time and not die. Like that's not how this works. So,
Especially in jujitsu, because that's like a sport that you can do till you're like 60. Like
yeah.
I've been beat up by somebody's grandmother. Literally, she
Oh.
made me bleed. Like I'm not
Oh.
even kidding you. Like
Oh.
she cut my face with her nail while choking me, and I
Oh
was
shit.
bleeding.
Oh shit.
And I had to tap out and then go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
But to wipe off the blood off my face.
Yeah.
Like,
Cricket's right in the chat. How to be hard to kill. If you're going to die, just don't.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just don't.
Just don't. You don't have to like do CrossFit and jujitsu and only eat meat and eggs and like be the most strongest muscly person and wrestle everybody to death. I'm perfectly happy with getting my ass kicked. I think it's a good time.
Yeah, it's my attitude when I go into the PvP. It's like I'm gonna die. It's okay.
I love it when the blue belts wipe the floor with me. It's a good fun.
It's a good attitude because you're gonna get better faster than people who are really averse to losing. I think.
Yeah, exactly. And I think specifically I'm gonna do belt racism, specifically with the blue belts. um they'll teach you something, and then if you pick up on it really fast, they immediately get really aggressive.
Oh
Like they're
yeah.
like, "Oh, okay, so you're learning. I'm gonna kill you now." And it's like,
What do you
no.
want? What do you want? What do you want?
And they're like, "See, you got cocky," and it's like, "No, I'm just
No,
learning.
I'm
I'm
just
learning.
learning. I'm learning. It's
You're
like
I'm learning, and you're mad that I learned fast."
don't assume. Don't project.
And they're like, "Okay, well, I'm still gonna armbar you," and I'm like,
No.
"No."
Oh, it's
Fine. Put me in
fine.
a
Do it. I don't even
triangle.
care. I don't even
I don't even
care. I
care.
don't even care about it. Actually, I'm not even mad.
I'm not even
It's
mad.
not
I
even a.
literally I slip in people's sweat puddles and smile the entire time, and it's disgusting.
Ew! Stop
Jiu-jitsu is
sweating
like
so much.
the most disgusting sport. That's a lie. It's really good and it's really cool, but like you are covered in other people's sweat, and it's
Yeah.
so nasty.
Have fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna out my dojo. They're not doing it anymore, but they were absolutely still running during the coronavirus. And I was not
Oops.
there, and I was like,
Oops.
why would you
Why
do
would you
that?
guys do that?
You're literally like people getting on top of each other. Like
Yeah.
that's what like it's
You
such a
can't.
close contact sport.
You
Like I'm
can't do
literally
it.
like breathing on people's faces. Like this is not a thing
Yeah. You
to
can't.
be doing
You
right
can't do
now.
that. So.
I know that we're all addicted and we all love it and we all love kicking ass and getting our ass kicked, but
I've
we gotta
changed
chill.
my entire mind about where these dunes are going.
Move them.
I moved them. I'm excited for Dune Swept.
I'm excited for Act 8.
I thank you. I'm sorry I kind of was a gamer and
You
didn't.
don't have to apologize.
Yeah.
Taking care of yourself is okay.
Yeah.
And I need you to take care of yourself so that you can keep making clown content.
That's
What you don't
true.
understand. You think you can just go forever and ever and ever, and that's not what it is. That's not the case.
We need to do
I
clowns.
I have like 3 people in my life that make clown content, and one of them is me.
That's a fucking
So,
mood, though.
I need you
I
to
understand.
be okay.
Okay, I will. To be
And
fair,
I will kill for you, and that includes going through you. I will kill you so you can take care of your own self.
if you don't survive, I'll kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's so
I'll
good.
meet you in the afterlife, and I'll be like, "Well, I
God
hope you
damn it,
learn
I warned
jujitsu
you.
in heaven because I'm
I'm
going
coming to
fight
kick
you
your
now.
ass.
I'm going to throw you onto the floor."
Oh, please do. Oh, please do. Yeah.
One of my friends, after I started learning jujitsu, was like, "Oh, sick! Can you show me a move?" And I was like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll die.
"Yeah." And then I was like, "Is it okay if I like actually choke you? You have to tap out, but
Yeah.
I am actually going to choke you." And they're like, "Yeah, that was good." And then after I did that, they were like, "Please never do that."
You asked. You literally
I was
asked.
like, you literally asked. I told you it was gonna be scary.
Yeah.
If you don't like close contact sports and being thrown, it's gonna be
It's
scary.
gonna be scary. It'd be
Jujitsu, we
scary.
literally fall on our backs on purpose.
Ooh. I have the dexterity of like a very sick cow, so I don't think I'd be a good fit, unfortunately.
I
I have
have
very bad
okay
reaction times.
difficulty. I have horrible reaction time, but the thing about jujitsu is that you're both thinking so incredibly hard about what to do next that
Yeah.
it kind of gives you some time.
Okay, that's cool.
And I think that's why it's the only sport I've ever been able to enjoy is because I use my brain so much, I don't realize how much I am hurting as well, and that
Oh,
all of
yeah.
my muscles are hurting. I
Yeah.
was so strong. It sucks because I started like at the in January I came to jujitsu and then like I only did it for like a couple months and then Corona.
Oh.
So I lost all my muscle that I gained. I was so strong.
No.
I was lifting things and I was like, look at me. I can do things.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll be able to go back one day.
Yeah, yeah. This thing won't last forever.
I hope when I move to Washington that there'll be
Yeah.
a really good, nice dojo that I can go
Yeah,
to.
I hope so too. I know there's like something in the town where I am, but it might just be karate.
Yeah, there's a lot of just like mixed martial arts places, and like that's fine, and I would give it a try. But I got addicted to specifically jujitsu,
Yeah.
so I'd like to keep doing
That
that. You
sounds
know?
good. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Ugh, why are sand dunes always just so hard?
Sorry if I'm like talking your ear off and being really ranty
No,
and
it's
inconsiderate.
fine.
I
It's
don't know.
good. It's keeping me from just running away from this thing. I knew I needed to do a stream, even though I haven't really felt like working on this, because it'll just a little bit every day will be fine. It'll just get me through it, and someday it'll be done, and then it'll be done, and I can take a little break and
Yeah.
just worry about clown content. But to be fair, playing games for as much as I'm doing it is not self care. It's me not wanting to deal with reality. So I need to,
Escapism
yeah,
in moderation.
in moderation.
I consider self care, but
Exactly.
I am a responsible person, so I mean,
I need to work on that in moderation bit. I say knowing I'm gonna play like 7 hours of Destiny once we're done.
the other day I got on The Sims, and you
Mm-hmm.
know The Sims likes to show you how many hours you played on The Sims. I have
Uh-huh.
over 2,000 hours on The Sims. It's a little bit terrifying.
Oh.
I have been playing it for like 4 years, so
Yeah.
that's
Ooh,
okay.
yeah.
But like 2,000,
I
over 2,000 is
I
so
have
many.
almost 1,000 hours on Warframe,
Wow.
and I started playing like a year and a half ago. So that's not great, but it happened. So whatever, whatever, you know,
Whatever, it's
whatever. It's fine. It's literally
You had
fine.
fun,
I
so
had
it's
fun,
okay.
so it's okay.
Gunner Channel said how many Homestuck cosplayers could beat you up at once.
What? One.
Well,
One.
I could take two at least.
Yeah.
So probably three.
One Homestuck cosplayer could kill me.
I won't let them.
Oh, thank
So
you.
if somebody's fighting you, I'll just fight them.
Physically, I'm very weak and very small. I know what I am. I'm a very tiny, tiny lesbian. I'm so small.
Average size and incredibly wide.
Good.
I'm not incredibly wide, but I'm wide.
Good.
So
That's where all the power is, you know?
it's the power's in your width,
Yeah.
and
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Uh,
Power's in your width, and I have this Aries complex where I'm like, I might be a white belt, but I could take you.
That's good
If you're a
energy,
Homestuck
though.
cosplayer, I could absolutely take you.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, the Homestucks,
No offense.
yeah,
Homestuck
no
cosplayers,
offense, Homestucks, but
I will.
if
Unless
you
you're dressed like Gamzee, I'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
Because with mad respect.
yeah. It's just people who totally uncritically are just enjoying Homestuck in an uncomplicated way right now are missing a certain, I will say, critical analysis that applies to me that Cole could probably defeat them in a fight. They're
Yeah.
spiritually weak.
Spiritually, if you're currently enjoying Homestuck and you're not a blue belt in jujitsu, I could beat you up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I don't know any people at jujitsu who would ever look at a webcomic for 2 seconds.
We're back to that hypothetical lady at the start who has the six pack and thinks that webcomics are dumb, and she's right.
Oh my god, I would absolutely date a jujitsu lesbian. That would,
Oh.
my dream.
There's so many lesbians in Destiny, like characters. There's so many.
Momo, stop! I'm gonna download the game right now.
It's free to play. It's free to play.
Okay. I'd have to restart my entire computer.
No,
and
don't
boot
do it
up
right. Don't
Windows,
do it right now.
I'm not
But
gonna do
yeah,
it right now, but I'll do
yeah,
it later.
yeah. The Awoken. What's cool about them is, and this isn't spoilers or anything. This is just background story for the game setting. So originally, they were all the people on this colony ship that was going to leave the solar system for an uninhabited planet and just start like colonies for humanity outside the solar system. Mm-hmm. So they were on their boat going doop a doop a doop. We're on a boat. We're almost out of the solar system. We're on our way. And then some triangles showed up and we're like, we're gonna kill all humans.
Sick. Go ahead.
Yeah. And the crew of the ship were like, oh, do we turn back and try and help or do we just leave? So there was like a vote, like, do we keep going or do we turn around and go back? Mm-hmm. There was the vote to keep going, so they decided to keep going, except there was a woman on board who's the most incredible character. I really love her. She was like, no, we gotta fuck up those triangles.
Hell yeah.
We gotta fuck up those triangles. They're like, triangles. Really? Enough said. Exactly. So
geometry?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that, but other people do.
Yeah. And I promise I'm getting to the reason this is about lesbians. So
you're fine.
Like there's the Traveler, who's the big white beach ball sitting on Earth and has all these cool light powers, and then there's the triangles, which are the darkness, and they're bad and scary, and they will kill you. So, triangle bad, circle good. Destiny.
Mm-hmm. We hate geometry.
We hate geometry. Destiny. So, the triangle and the circle were like having a big weird cosmic space fight, and intersected like exactly where this colony ship was and got them stuck in like a weird black hole thing, pocket dimension.
Fun.
Yeah. Where like they're all magic. I just created this weird magic subdimension and they're all just magic space elves now and it's great. But the thing about the colony ship is it was like 60 to 70% I think women on board. Yeah, so there's so many ladies and there's so many lesbians. Like there's so many gay women because there's so many ladies and they're magic space elves and they're gay and I love them.
That's what the world needs is more lesbians. Yes. I say this all the time, but I'll die on that hill.
Yeah, just more.
Just more.
Oh yeah, and that's right. I can't frame it just as escapism when it's actually the only way I can hang out with my friend Cricket and Rusty and some other people I know. So it's also socialization.
Yeah, exactly. See, you can't go outside right now, so
yeah, I need to be socialized. I'm like a feral cat.
Exactly.
I'm gonna keep drawing this sand for a minute though.
I like, I don't know if this is weird to say, but I like the name Cricket. I think that's very cute.
Cricket's great. Cricket has a great name, and Cricket's also great. And very good at PvP. Cricket is very good at killing.
I mean, yeah. I'm proud of you for your name and for your PvP skills, and I don't know you, but, like, cool. I'm glad you exist.
Alright, I think...
Help. How do I get off Twitter?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get off stream in a bit here, and then we can figure that out together.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
No.
like every time my brain turns off, I'm like, oh, Twitter.
Yeah. Okay, I can't finish these dudes, so we're just gonna do that. And what I might want to do is have like a lighter kind of smokier orange, and then do like animate like a little dust thingy kind of blowing across the dunes.
Ooh, a little dust?
Yeah, a little dust thingy.
Hell yeah.
I don't really know what color to make it, cause
Dust color.
yeah, that's fair. That's probably gonna be fine. I'll workshop that some other day.
Sorry. I'm always like, oh, with their extremely unhelpful
No,
responses
it's
to
very
everything.
helpful. I like it.
Dust
All right.
color.
I'm,
Very
I'm
helpful.
wrapping up the stream now. Thanks, guys, for coming. I know I took the break, and we've probably got a little bit less hype, and no one really wants to think about Homestuck right now. But
But
I'm
I
not.
have to.
We have to. I'm obligated, so I got it.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.